So I have an unhealthy obsession with gacha games because nothing quite gets my heart racing than literal gambling. So when TokyoCatch, an online Japanese crane machine game, reached out to me for a sponsorship and promised me 100 free crane attempts, you already know what happens next. The gacha demons are calling. Like I said earlier, this video is brought to you by TokyoCatch, an online Japanese crane machine game with tons of anime merchandise and other goodies available on mobile and on their website. Basically, you can control a real live crane machine from your device, and if you manage to win a prize, TokyoCatch will ship it directly to your house for free. On top of that, if you use my download link in the description and the pinned comment below, you'll receive 5 free attempts, so go ahead and try your luck and maybe you'll end up winning something cool. With that being said, TokyoCatch did sponsor me with 100 free tries to go and feed the bottomless void that is my gacha addiction, so without further ado, here was my experience. Now, for the sake of this video's length, I'm going to be speeding up the footage in the background, but anyways, to play TokyoCatch, you just hold those really big arrows right there for both horizontal and vertical movement. So right here, for my first 3 attempts, I was going for this Seikano Megami Kanto figure, because I really did like Seikano a lot. However, this machine is really hard to win something out of because look at all those metal sticks. It's like almost impossible to actually get something. But later on I realized that this was like one of the hardest layouts that TokyoCatch had to offer, so I just looked at some other prizes, and it was definitely a lot easier. This was a good lesson learned, and very nice that I didn't spend more than just 3 attempts on this because this is like really difficult. Goodbye, Megami. I almost forgot to mention, you can actually adjust the camera angle of the machine, as you can see by clicking that tiny camera icon under prize info. So you can go and do that to go and get a better view of your prize, to go and hopefully win it. So next up, I was trying to go and get this Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage Premium Cushion. This is also a game known as Project Sekai. It's basically a mobile rhythm game, and I've been playing it a lot recently, so I really like to get this cushion. Anyways, from just the looks of it, it looked a lot simpler than the first one, and judging by the crane's strength of how it's actually picking up the thing, I actually had pretty good hope about this. So anyways, I was just kind of scouting out to go and see all the different types of machines that they had to offer right now. But I will be coming back to this one because it looks very winnable. So even though I just made a comment saying that I was only scouting out all the types of machines they had to offer to go and see which ones looked the most winnable, yeah, completely ignored that statement. I got hyper fixated on this Ram figure, and instead I spent the next 20 attempts trying to go and pull for her. So instead, I completely butchered the first attempt by not even touching the box, and for the second attempt, you'll see how it goes. So we go and move the back arrow over here, hold it down, but I did not take into account that the crane actually moves a little bit when it turns around, and I completely messed up the second one too. But of course, you know, the third attempt is always third time's a charm, you know. Yeah, completely butchered that one too. Yeah, no hope at all. However, for some reason, I thought that there was hope. So on to the 4th attempt now. And this is where it all started. The box moved. And I was like, wow, that is a lot of movement. That is very good. So then here starts the desperation train. One attempt after the other just to go and move this box a little bit more. Here's the next attempt. And boom, it's on the side. I was like, wow, this is actually getting somewhere. I am so close. In reality, I might have not been as close as I thought. Anyways, here's another attempt on the drain. Just rapid fire. Boom, boom, boom. And it moves tiny bit more. I was so intrigued by this that I just gave it another attempt, and this is how gambling addictions start. Don't do this. So here we go, it picks it up again. It moves a tiny bit again, and it literally looks like it's been in the exact same place for the past 3 movements. But in my mind, I thought that it was moving a lot. But then it just keeps on going. My attempts are just dwindling at this point. And it moves up, and then it goes a little bit backwards, so that's negative movement. At this point, the doubts started coming into my head. I was like, will I really be able to go and get this? I haven't even won anything yet. What if I don't even win anything with 100 pulls? That would be really sad. Maybe I should just go back to the previous one, where I thought I got a lot of movement on that pillow, and it looked a lot easier than this one. All of these negative emotions, and the crane going up and down just like my feelings, started to go and sink in on me. I feel that right here, the fear monster really started to go and hit. I was thinking to myself, if I really don't win anything with 100 pulls, that would be really, really depressing. So then I came to the ultimate decision to just cut my losses here on this very last attempt for this figure, because I've already somehow wasted 20 attempts on this, and then try and win something else instead. You know, you'd think that I'd learn from this mistake, but later on in the video, I most definitely did not. So following my thoughts, I returned to this Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage Premium Cushion, because I thought that this crane was the one and that it was actually strong. However, it just slipped right off on that first attempt, just like it was greased or something. So here's the second attempt, hopefully with better luck. You know, maybe the crane on a little off angle is going to be able to pull it up. Nope, it's not. But then, the third attempt. The almighty third attempt. The crane goes down, it scoops it up, and it went over! I won! I actually won! Now that I actually won something, I felt significantly less pressure because I now have guaranteed content no matter what. So anyways, I was just kind of doing a couple of other random machines. I stumbled across this Jujutsu Kaisen plushie, and I thought it was pretty funny. So I gave it a couple shots. So the first one moved it significantly, and I was like, wow, there is hope again. And since I was kind of feeling it, basically any crane machine that wasn't a figure, I was like, I feel like I can do this. So here's the second attempt, and I won again! But for some reason, unlike last time, there was no notification that told me that I won, so I was just sitting here for a few minutes just like, did I really win? Was there a glitch in the system? Am I just dreaming? But yeah, I checked my prize list, and indeed it did say I won. It just kind of forgot to show the notification. And just like that, I was on a roll. I got basically 2 prizes almost back to back, and I was feeling really good about myself. Now, coming off of my 2 absolutely massive, almost back-to-back wins, I thought to myself, I can do any of these machines now. I am so good. I have become skilled, I am proficient, and I can even do these figure crane machines that I struggled to do literally a couple of minutes ago, as I wasted like 20 pulls already on just the Ram figure alone. So I went back to this quintessential quintuplets Yotsuba Nakano figure, even though I'm not even that big of a Gotoban fan, just to go and try my luck at winning a figure. As you can see, I've been already using up a good like 10 pulls already, and the box was moving around, so I was happy. I thought I was making progress over here, when in reality it was just going back and forth. You know, I would grab it from the front, it would go nowhere, I'd try it from the back, and then it would go nowhere, and then I would just keep doing this. And this is exactly why I should not be gambling, because now I'm thinking to myself, well, I've already used so many attempts now, I might as well just keep going until I go and get it, because there's no way that I would just use all of my currency doing this one thing. And so with this mindset, I kept on persevering try after try of doing the same exact thing. Except right here I thought for a second, wait, I might have a chance. And now this sunk cost fallacy is coming into my mind, where I've spent so much, I need to go and get a reward or else it's not worth it anymore. And that is another reason why I should not be gambling, because that is a very, very bad mindset. And just like that, I'm almost reaching the halfway point of my 100 pulls, because I spent so many on this Yotsuba figure, and it's literally in the same exact spot. I feel that once I reach 6,000 gems, meaning that I've done half of all of my 100 pulls, I took a step back for a second just to reevaluate what I've done. And in doing so, I cut my losses once again and stopped pulling for this Yotsuba figure. I spent 25 more attempts on random other crane machines, but to no avail. That is, until I went back to one of the crane machines that I won previously that just got restocked, this time with Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. And then, a glimmer of hope once again came out. I grabbed this Itadori plushie, And it slid right on the crane machine, and I thought to myself, there is still hope. I can do this. There was no hope. I didn't win anything after that. But for the stuff that I did manage to win throughout this video, here's a real life unboxing of them. Yay! And sure enough, they have arrived after a couple of weeks in a nice little box right here. My pillow and the 2 sushi Jujutsu Kaisen things that I've won. Time to unbox. And with that prize showcase finished, that will wrap up my experience with Japanese online crane machines. Thanks again to TokyoCatch for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to use my link below for 5 free tries. Anyways, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!